Hi, my name is Abigail Larochelle, and today I'm going to talk to you about the importance of student self regulation within the classroom. Well, first at the top, I wanted to discuss what is self regulation. Self regulation is the process in which students are then able to monitor and control their perception, reason, and behavior in order to achieve their goals. Well, then underneath that, I wanted to talk about what does dysregulation look like. Although dysregulation in all students may not look the same, as some students may be quiet when they're dysregulated, but they also might be quiet when they are regulated, as that's a more common characteristic. I wanted to show in my main visual an unbalanced balancing beam of the dysregulated versus regulated student. A few of these would be unwilling to cooperate, anger, distracted, while on the other hand, participating in cooperation and happiness. While I put on both that quiet could be a dysregulated state, while also quiet bodies as could be a regulated state for a student. Underneath that, I put a visual cue of how students might be feeling on the inside without being to verbally communicate to you it on the outside. On the left hand side of my poster, I wanted to talk about three tools we can use to regulate our students. Through movement breaks, visual cues, and food, these are all tools we can use as teachers to regulate our students when they're in a dysregulated state of being. Movement breaks include going for walks, doing some yoga, dancing, smartboard activities, while visual cues could be posters around the classroom where students who are nonverbal or even any student could use these visual cues to show how they feel on the inside without being able to communicate it on the outside. Now, some of the kindergarten students I was with in my last practicum were physically unable to explain to me how they were feeling on the inside, and visual cues were a tool and a necessity for them to be able to explain themselves. The last one I chose was food. So, this talks about how a body is unable to eat or drink when in a dysregulated state of being because the body is preventing itself from choking. On the right hand side of my poster, I wanted to talk about how mindfulness is key, and I gave three steps on how a student can use mindfulness and what the steps they need to take to do it. Now, on the bottom of my poster, I talked about why self regulation matters. I gave three different ways how not a one size it's not a one size fits all, how practicing mindfulness matters, and how these are crucial to a child's learning and future. Self regulation is not a tool that works for all students, as all students learn differently, which means that all students self regulate differently. Being mindfulness allows the students to be within themselves and understands how they're feeling and why they're feeling that way and being able to accept it. This is crucial to a child's learning and future because when a child is learning to self regulate at a young age, they're able to use these tools through growing up into their adolescence, which then improves themselves when they're in the adult life. In conclusion, I just wanted to talk about how self regulation within the classroom can benefit you as a teacher as well as a student, not only in their present moment, but in the future. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me talk about my poster, and I hope that you use some of these tools within your classroom. Thank you.